Hello everyone, this is Naneshwar Sanam, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry at Maratha Vidyaprasad Samaj, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Nanduri. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the molecular orbital energy level diagram for carbon monoxide molecule, that is CO. Basically, carbon monoxide molecule is formed by the combination of one carbon atom and one oxygen atom together. To understand how the carbon monoxide molecule is formed, we have to first of all understand the electronic configuration for each atom which undergoes the formation of molecule. First of all, we have to understand the electronic configuration for the carbon atom. The electronic configuration for the carbon is 1s2 2s2 and 2p2. Similarly, the electronic configuration for the oxygen is 1s2 2s2 and 2p4. There are two cells present in the both atoms. The first cell having 2 electrons and second cell having 6 electrons for oxygen atom, that is for the valence shell, and 4 electrons for the second shell, that is for the valence shell for the carbon atom. Let us write this valence shell electron for each atom in the tabulated form. For carbon atom 2s2 and 2p. Similarly, for the oxygen atom 2s2 and 2p4. Let us come to the drawing of molecular orbital energy level diagram. For writing the molecular orbital diagram, we have to write the atomic orbital of each combining atom in increasing order of energy from lower energy towards the higher energy. But when molecule is unsymmetrical, like carbon monoxide, that time we have to write the electropositive element on the left hand side and electronegative element on the right hand side in the molecular orbital energy level diagram. Out of carbon and oxygen, carbon is less electronegative than that of oxygen, and that's why we write the carbon atomic orbital in increasing order of energy on the left hand side one by one. First of all, we write the 2s valence shell atomic orbital of carbon at the bottom side and the number of electrons in it. At the higher energy side, we write the 2p atomic orbital of carbon and number of electrons in it. Similarly, we have to write the atomic orbitals of second atom, that is oxygen atom, on the right hand side in the diagram. But during the writing of valence shell atomic orbitals of an oxygen, we have to keep in mind the writing of atomic orbital of same energy and same symmetry of more electronegative atom at the lower energy with respect to the carbon atom. And that's why we write the 2s atomic orbital of oxygen at this energy level and the number of electrons in it. Similarly, we write the 2p atomic orbital of oxygen at higher energy than 2s atomic orbital of oxygen, but which is lower in energy than that of 2p orbital of carbon atom. This is because of more electronegative atom is contributed most towards the bonding molecular orbital formation, and less electronegative atom or less electronegative atomic orbitals contributed most towards the formation of antibonding molecular orbitals. When these 8 molecular orbitals from carbon and oxygen combines together, they form the 8 molecular orbital. Out of this 8 molecular orbital, 4 molecular orbital is bonding molecular orbital and 4 molecular orbital is antibonding molecular orbital. When 2s atomic orbitals of carbon and oxygen combines together, they produce the 2 molecular orbital. Out of this 2 molecular orbital, the lower energy molecular orbital called as bonding molecular orbital and is denoted by using the symbol sigma 2s. Similarly, higher energy antibonding molecular orbital is denoted by the sigma star 2s. When 2p atomic orbitals of carbon and oxygen combines together, they produce the 6 molecular orbital. Out of this 6 molecular orbital, the lowest energy pi molecular orbital called as pi 2py and pi 2pz molecular orbital, and which is degenerate in energy. The higher energy molecular orbital, which is formed by the combination of 2p atomic orbitals of carbon and oxygen, is sigma 2px bonding molecular orbital. This sigma 2px bonding molecular orbital is higher energy than that of pi because the energy gap between the carbon 2s and 2p atomic orbital is very less or very minor. That's why this 2s atomic orbital repel sigma 2px molecular orbital, and that's why the energy of sigma 2px molecular orbital increases than that of pi molecular orbitals. The next antibonding molecular orbital formed by the combination of p orbital is pi star 2py and pi star 2pz and sigma star 2px. The next important point is filling of electron in the molecular orbital from atomic orbital. There are total 10 electrons which is present in the atomic orbital of carbon and oxygen. This 10 electron is filled one by one in the molecular orbital from lower energy towards the higher energy according to the above principle, and second most important principle, that is Hund's law of maximum multiplicity. The first electron comes to the sigma 2s bonding molecular orbital. Similarly, second electron also comes to the sigma 2s bonding molecular orbital. After complete filling of sigma 2s bonding molecular orbital, third electron goes to the sigma star 2s antibonding molecular orbital. Similarly, fourth electron also goes to the sigma star 2s antibonding molecular orbital with reversal of spin. The fifth electron goes to the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, that is pi 2py, and sixth electron comes to the pi 2pz lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. During the filling of electron at the degenerate energy level, we have to keep in mind there is no pairing of electron in any one of the orbital, because as per the Hund's law of maximum multiplicity, there is no pairing of electron in the degenerate atomic or molecular orbital if there is no single electron in each orbital. The next electron, that is seventh electron, comes to the pi 2py molecular orbital. Similarly, eighth electron also comes to the pi 2pz molecular orbital. The remaining two electron comes to the sigma 2px bonding molecular orbital one by one, and there is complete filling of electron in the bonding and antibonding molecular orbital is take place. On the basis of this molecular orbital diagram, we are comes to the conclusion of writing the electronic configuration for the molecular orbitals in the increasing order of energy. But before writing the electronic configuration for the molecular orbital, we have to keep in mind there is first shell of each atom, that is in the carbon as well as in the oxygen, in which the 2 electron is present, and this shell does not participate in the bonding. That's why we have to write the first of all twist K in the electronic configuration to indicate there is presence of first shell electrons in the atoms. After that, we have to write the number of electrons in each molecular orbital in increasing order of energy, and that's why the electronic configuration is K sigma 2s22 sigma star 2s22 pi 2py s22 pi 2pz s22. This two molecular orbital is degenerating energy level. That's why we write here the equal symbol. After that, sigma 2px is to 2. There is no electron in pi star 2py and pi star 2pz and sigma star 2px orbital. That's why we did not write here, or we did not mention here these antibonding molecular orbitals. The next important point is calculation of energy while during the formation of carbon monoxide molecule. Basically, energy eval is calculated by using the formula number of electron in bonding molecular orbital into minus beta plus number of electron in antibonding molecular orbital into plus beta. There is total 8 electrons which is present in the bonding molecular orbital and 2 electron is present in the antibonding molecular orbital. Put this value in the formula and we get the equation of 8 into minus beta plus 2 into plus beta. After solving this, we get the value of minus 6 beta as a stabilization energy. That means there is evolution of energy during the formation of carbon monoxide molecule. Next important point is calculation of bond order. Basically, bond order is calculated by using the formula number of electron in bonding molecular orbital minus number of electron in antibonding molecular orbital divided by 2. After putting the value of number of electrons in an ABMO and BMO in the formula, we get an equation of 8 minus 2 divided by 2. After solving this, we get the values of 3. That means there is formation of 3 bonds between the carbon and oxygen atoms when they combine together during the formation of carbon monoxide molecule. The next important point is stability. On the basis of energy eval and bond order information, we are comes to the conclusion of there is formation of carbon-oxygen bond, and that's why the CO molecule is formed easily and stable. The next important point is magnetic properties of carbon monoxide molecule. Basically, there is no unpaired electron in the molecular orbitals of an carbon monoxide. That is, all electron is paired in nature, and that's why the carbon monoxide molecule is diamagnetic in nature. Thank you for watching.